I can film exactly what I want to film.
But then you have to expect that
I don't. Whoa! No. I don't have to explain anything. I don't even have to talk to you.
Protect police stations.
Yeah.
As much as we protect members of public.
And your point is.
Welcome to the UK Justice Patrol channel. Don't miss the latest important news and updates.
May I ask, what are you doing?
I'm just filming the public area.
Okay. Do you mind wearing a mask?
I don't need to wear one.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. So that's pretty much everything that's actually in on this bit. So let's have a little wander outside. I know from being here the last time there's nothing much around that side, up and back there. So
When a visit to a police station kicks off with an argument about wearing a mask, you can already sense where things are headed. It's the same mistake you see over and over again. Employees treating personal preference as if it were law. The real question is straightforward. Is there an actual legal requirement? If not, then it's optional. No matter how strongly someone insists otherwise, I end this clip. The auditor stays composed from the first moment, calmly asserting their rights while the pressure builds. That early stance sets the tone for what quickly turns into a series of escalating encounters.
Pardon?
I'm not sure you are allowed to record this.
I am perfectly legal to actually do it.
Inside the...
Yes, who are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a police staff. I work here. And this is...
So what's your shoulder number?
7247.
Okay, and also you should have told me you're putting a camera on.
I am putting a camera on.
Yeah.
I just did.
I will be getting a copy of that.
So this is a secured area.
Yes.
And I don't think you should be...
Well, what you think and what the law is are two different things. Okay? And I'm perfectly well within my legal right to do exactly what I'm doing.
You did that in a public area, which was fine.
Yep.
I have no issues.
And this is publicly accessible.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not coming through here.
Yep.
Okay, I'm on this side of it.
Absolutely.
Which I'm perfectly well within my rights.
But I don't think you should be able to record what's on
as I've already told you, what you think, okay, and what the law is are two different things.
Okay, since I introduced myself, my name is Aneta. Would you like to introduce yourself?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so and that is the big difference. What you actually think and what the law is
you might be
are two different things.
You might be absolutely right.
Well, no, it's not. I think I'm right. I know I'm right.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the reason why you have these gates here.
Yeah.
So we, members of the public, go no further.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why I'm on this side of the gate and you're on that side of the gate.
Perfect.
Okay. And wherever I stand on this side of the gate, I'm allowed and will do what I'm rightfully well within my rights to do is to film.
Just be careful when they are driving in, yeah?
Yeah, I don't need.
I
don't need directives, but I will move out of the way.
Okay.
So don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Okay, no worries. You're welcome.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Morning. Not too bad.
PCSO steps in asserting authority right away, yet struggles to align their demands with the most basic legal principles. The standard is simple. If an area is open to the public, recording is allowed. But watch how quickly personal opinion gets repackaged as policy, turning, I think, into an attempted order with no legal foundation. Moments like this highlight a clear gap between professional expectations and the conduct we actually see from some police personnel.
Sorry, can I ask you for a reason why you are filming here?
Well, who are you first?
Well, I'm a PCSO 6321 Tango, and you?
Okay,
What is your name?
I don't have to give my name.
Sir, because you are outside the police station and you are filming the police station, we might fear that it's a terrorist related. For that reason, I would like to know your name.
I don't have to give my name.
Then you have to tell me why you are filming here.
I don't have to tell you anything. Don't tell me I've got to tell you what I'm doing here. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing here.
So why are you
That's a
filming
very, very rude way of actually approaching a member of the public.
Actually, there's
Sir.
no rudeness.
No, by telling me I have to give my name. No, I don't have to give my name.
Why are you filming here?
For public interest.
Yes? Can we know anything more?
Well, for public interest.
And what would the public interest have interest in the
Well-
car park of police station?
Well, no, the public pay for all of this. Okay?
So the whole-
And they like to see what the upkeep of the building is, okay? And how well police staff and police officers are actually looking after it.
Thanks. Can you?
So yeah, guys, so that was an interesting one from this PCSO telling me I have to, okay? Yeah. So
Why would you be interested in filming the CCTV systems?
who's filming the CCTV? That's a presumption.
It is actually. Yeah, you're right.
That's a presumption and a half.
It takes only a moment before terrorism is brought into the conversation. A classic reach when there's no real basis for suspicion. But the law is clear. You need an actual, reasonable foundation for concern, not just someone using a camera. Pushing for personal information without any legitimate authority does nothing but intensify the situation. And as the exchange unfolds, it becomes obvious which person on scene actually has a solid grasp of the law. Hint, it's not the one invoking terrorism.
Are you aware about the recent terrorist incident?
I'm perfectly aware of it.
And are you aware that because of that, we raised our alert?
Yeah. And can you tell me what the current threat is right now?
It's very severe, sir.
Okay,
And for
right.
that reason, I'm asking you why you are filming the police station.
Because I'm well within my legal rights to do so.
You know, to be honest, it's not very responsible, is it?
Well, it is. It's,
Because now-
hang on, whoa. Stop for a minute. Okay.
Okay, you
You
go.
say about it's not responsible. Okay. Am I breaking a law?
I'll tell you
Hang
why
on.
it's
Am
not
I breaking a law?
responsible.
No. Answer me a question. Am I breaking the law?
Sir, under
No.
current
Answer the question. No. It
circumstances-
makes no difference what the
Look,
actual
I'm
current
not going to
circumstances are.
argue with
Answer
that.
that question. Am
I'm
I
not
breaking
going to
the law?
argue with that, sir.
Answer the
But because
question.
of your actions,
Answer
I have
the
to let
question.
you know that I got a unit come in
I don't care.
to have a word with
I don't.
you.
They can come all they
for
want.
your reasons why
They,
you are filming
and
the
they will
police
get
station.
the exact same thing as what you've got. Okay. You still did not answer me. Okay. Am I breaking the law? Yes or no?
Sir, you are filming in
Am
the
I-
back of a police station.
Yeah. And your point is what?
I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay.
I don't
See,
think
you
it's
won't answer the
suitable
question.
under
You won't
current
answer the question.
situation.
You won't answer the question. Okay. Because you, as a PCSO, have no more power than what a librarian has. Okay.
That's very rude.
No, but it's true. It's true though.
It's very
okay,
rude.
and yet you can't even answer the single question, okay, that I asked you, which was very rude, okay,
Well, I don't
of
want to
am I
argue
breaking
with
the
you,
law,
sir.
yes
I
or
asked
no?
you why you are filming.
Okay,
You
so that
refused to give
actually
me any
tells you.
details of you,
Okay,
and there is no reason for
So-
you to be filming.
Glad you've got all the answers.
I can film exactly what I want to film.
But then you have to expect that
I
we will
don't.
ask
Whoa!
you
No!
some questions.
I don't have to explain anything. I I don't even have to talk to you.
protect police stations.
Yeah.
As much as we protect members
Yeah.
of public
And your point
and
is,
Queen's peace, we
Yeah.
have to protect the police station.
and am
as
I
well.
doing anything?
Responsibility suddenly becomes the excuse, but legal rights aren't erased by someone's personal views. The core question, am I committing an offense, is dodged again and again. That avoidance highlights a major issue, the inability to separate what an officer prefers from what the law actually allows. And that distinction is supposed to be basic police training.
Storming the police station.
Yes, which I'm well within my rights to do so.
We are under severe terrorist threat.
I'm well within my rights to do so.
My colleague is talking to you.
Okay?
As I said, I didn't have any objections where you were filming up inside. That's public
But
area.
inside and here, I'm still breaking no
You
law.
are invading the space.
No, I'm not invading. Invading is me going on that side, okay? I'm not invading. Let's actually clarify that.
With your camera,
Okay.
you're actually looking,
Yeah?
recording something.
Yeah? You can't,
can look into
you
it.
cannot, okay, trespass or break a law with your eyes or with a camera. Right, so you can see there, guys, okay, that they tried to make it out that I've invaded, okay, and this one here still would not answer that single question on whether or not I've actually broken a law. And you can see that there's so many PCSOs out there that believe that they have the right to say and do whatever they wish. And this is what is so unbelievable, that they believe that they can just do what they like. So, and that is what makes me laugh completely, to do with the whole situation, that they just really do make you laugh. And I don't know what it is. Why is it, okay, PCSOs really at this moment in time are 110% out of their box completely, that
The term invading starts getting tossed out, but that isn't how trespass works. Trespass requires crossing into a restricted area, not simply being present in a space open to the public. Filming in an area the public is allowed to enter is ordinarily lawful. You can see the PCSO's irritation growing as their assumptions collide with what the law actually says.
so, yep, so what we got here, okay,
Sir,
if we got
police officers, I asked you for your details.
and I told you I don't have to give those.
So I've got
And I
police
told you I
officers
don't have to
speak with
give you those. How are you?
What's going on?
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself for me first, please?
Yeah, my shoulder number 3220.
No worries. And could you identify yourself for me? Thank you very much. Thank you.
1848 is stuff.
Thank you very much.
What's up? What's going on today?
Nothing going on.
Okay, but you're just filming us.
Yes,
What's the reason for filming us?
for public interest.
What public interest?
Exactly what it says. It's for public interest. You're a public service that the public pay for.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a public building, and I'm looking at the upkeep and how you guys actually look after it.
Okay, is there any concerns that you have?
Is there any concern? I've got no concerns. Okay, apart from this lady here.
Are you?
Okay.
Because you're currently standing within the premises of the police station.
Yeah, which is publicly accessible.
Okay, are you? What? How long do you intend to be here for?
I could be here 5 minutes. I could be here 10 minutes. I don't know.
Okay, I'm just having a conversation
And,
with you.
and
that's what
I'm
doing.
only answering you. I'm only answering you.
Because
So
you're,
let's
you're
verify
causing
that.
concern. We've obviously come because we couldn't establish whether you were
Well-
actually through our gates.
Can I just ask you one thing? So when I saw you were standing by the gate, you had your hands through the gate.
No, my hands were not through the gate. So let's
You
clarify
You
that.
were filming the back of the police station
Yes.
in detail. Why did you do that?
Well, I'm well within my rights to do so. Okay, I've broken no laws. I've committed no crime. Okay, and I don't have to explain anything to you.
I explained to you.
I do
because
not.
of the
Look, do me a
terrorist
favour,
threat.
okay?
Please
Real
proceed.
officers are here now. Real officers. No, real officers are here now. I would still speak to them. Good morning. How are you?
More officers enter the scene, and the atmosphere shifts instantly. The real question becomes simple. Has any offense actually taken place? When public photography clashes with mere suspicion, the law almost always falls on the side of the person filming, unless there's a legitimate criminal act underway. Pay attention to how their attitude evolves once this reality starts to sink in.
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Yourself?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. So,
Do you want to report anything today?
no, I don't need to report anything.
okay.
As I said, I'm
just making sure you're okay.
No, I'm perfectly fine. As I said, all I'm doing, okay, is I'm just down here, okay, literally just to actually record the police station and the premises, okay, for public interest, okay, that's it.
Okay. What do you intend on doing with the recording?
I don't know yet. I will see what I actually get on the footage, and then I don't know what I'll do with it yet. So,
No worries.
yeah.
So you just wanted to come down and engage with us, that's all?
Yeah. It's like if this lady, okay, actually approached me a little bit more respectful, okay, and actually telling me that I have to give my details, okay, when I do not have to give my details, okay.
But do you understand why we do
No. You can come out and you can talk, but the way in which she actually first approached me, okay, was not correct, okay, and actually telling me straight away, her first sentence was talking about to do with terrorism, okay, then telling me I have to give my details, okay, and as I stated to her, I do not have to give my details. I asked her one question that she could not answer, okay, which was, am I breaking the law, yes or no, okay, and she could not even do that, okay. Now, as you know, okay, doing what I'm doing, okay, is breaking no law, and I've committed no crime, okay. Now, you know yourself as an officer, okay, if I have done none of that, okay, and you actually come and approach me exactly as you have now you haven't asked me for my details, okay, which is correct, okay. You know yourself, okay, I do not have to give my details at all, okay, and as I said, we're having a conversation exactly as it should be, and this is exactly how it should have been.
Spec suddenly becomes a talking point, yet the auditor highlights something far more important: the way officers choose to engage from the start. Professionalism isn't just about tone, it's about setting the right example the moment an interaction begins. And you can clearly see the difference once sworn constables step in. Their calmer, more measured approach stands in sharp contrast to the PCSO's defensive and confrontational opening, shifting the entire tone of the encounter.
Okay, when this lady actually approached me, okay, if she actually approached me respectfully and just spoke to me, then it would have been, okay, nice and civil, and I most probably would have been gone. But she came to me, okay, very rude, okay, and the other lady that was there, right, and you can't approach members of the public like that.
Okay, I mean, I wasn't here, so I'm sorry I didn't witness it. So I can't really speak for my colleagues. But as you can understand our concerns, it's just it's a little bit suspicious. Just people coming around and just randomly recording.
Yeah, but what you got to remember, suspicion isn't a crime.
And then being a bit, like anti, sort of, not wanting to answer not wanting to answer questions.
Well,
not wanting to give details.
Well, you
it's
just
a little bit suspicious. I mean, if you asked me for my details, I gave you my details.
You have to give me your details.
So it's just common courtesy,
Okay.
You asked for my name, I've told you my name. I can ask for your name. If you don't want to give it, fair enough. But that's how we have a conversation.
But it is in your policy to give details.
I understand. No, but I'm just saying, out of respect, I asked for your name. You can ask for my name.
That's fair.
So what is your
So
name, sir?
one thing I'm going to ask is after I've spoken to my colleagues who explains what's happened and what they've witnessed you do, okay? I understand that currently the public have access to this. What I do ask is that you don't go beyond the point where it does say, authorised police vehicles only. Just
That's for
because
vehicles.
I understand that, but you being beyond that point, you don't have a reason to be there. There is no public access there.
Well, yeah, there is public access there. That's only for vehicles not going past that point.
Well, I get
if
that,
you don't
but
want
there's
pedestrians, I can go right the way up to the actual gate, exactly where I was.
But there's...
Okay, no, the gate is open and it's publicly accessible.
What I'm explaining to you is that no members of the public go through any of the two gates on the far back of the police
I didn't go through that gate, so let's
I know
verify
you did.
that.
I'm not saying you have. Did I
But
say
this
that you
lady
have?
said that I did.
Accusations of false reporting begin to surface. A significant allegation that usually requires proof of deliberate dishonesty. The disagreement over physical boundaries makes one thing clear: proper signage is essential. When an entryway is left open, the public is generally assumed to have implied access up to whatever clear barrier or restriction is visible.
Okay?
Okay, I'm not saying that you have. So I'm just asking that we would ask you not to go beyond that point because
Well,
there is
making
no
a false
reason.
making a false report is actually against the law.
Okay, there's
to
no
make a
reason.
false report
Okay,
to
we
an
can check
officer.
the cameras, that's fine. There's just no reason for you to go beyond that point. That's all I'm asking you. We're more than happy for you to stay here where access, you could be going to the police station if you do fancy. That's fine. If you want to have a chat with us, I'm more than happy to talk
But
to
exactly
you.
as it was, okay, now that she's actually shut the gates, okay, that will be as far as I go because the gates
but
are now
what
shut.
I'm asking you, okay, there's nowhere else for you to go. There will only be one reason why you are there.
Why is that then?
Who knows?
No, you said there's one reason.
To be filming police vehicles for no
Exactly.
reason. What's the reason
Well,
that you're
no,
filming
for public interest.
What public interest?
Okay?
What concerns do you have?
The public pay for police vehicles. Okay? They are public service vehicles.
Yes, I
Okay.
pay tax as well.
Yeah, okay? And I am entitled to film whatever I can see.
Okay, we are asking you that you're causing concern, so I'm just asking you
Yeah, but
not to go beyond
causing
the gates.
concerns and what the law is
Okay, I'm
are two
asking
different
you.
things.
Okay, but it can also constitute as antisocial behaviour. So although you may not be committing
So,
a criminal offence, you
how
can
is
go
it
down
antisocial behaviour?
because
So-
you're causing a nuisance
To who?
to us.
Okay, right. What you got to remember, okay, as an actual serving officer or a serving actual member of police staff, okay, you cannot be offended, okay, in the course of your line of duty.
I think we can.
No, you
We
cannot.
we can.
No, you cannot.
Okay, there is.
Okay.
We're also human underneath
Okay,
this unit.
it makes no difference.
That's
As a
fine.
serving officer, you are not allowed to be offended in the course of your duty.
Alright.
Okay, where does it say that? Okay, it says it number one in your code of practice. Okay, number two. Okay, there was a number of court cases. Okay, where an actual judge actually ruled. Okay, that no serving English or Welsh police officer or police staff can actually be offended in their line of duty whilst on duty. Okay? No, it does not.
Discussion shifts to whether officers can claim offense, an argument often tied to established case law outlining the higher professional threshold they're expected to meet. While each situation has its nuances, law enforcement is generally required to maintain a level of restraint that exceeds what's expected from the public. This exchange highlights a deeper issue, a clear confusion between what powers officers actually have and what rights the public is entitled to exercise.
Okay? No, it does not. Okay?
What are you trying to achieve?
I'm not trying to achieve anything.
This is hello sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Morning. My name's PC King. I'm attached to Mitcham Police Station.
Nice to meet you, PC.
Your YouTuber, is it prod or not to prod? I believe. You do audits at police stations. Is that correct? You turn up, start filming.
Correct.
Is that your channel? Prod or not to prod?
It may be.
Okay. Have you got everything you need to film today? You've been here before as well, haven't you? I believe. To this police station.
A long while ago.
A long while ago. So have you got everything you need to film today from a public place? Obviously, once you pass those gates, that's no longer a public place. Obviously, you're free to film everything you like from public police station. You can do that as much as you want, the front, the back, the side, but you can't go in.
I can't enter a restricted area.
An unrestricted area. So that gate there, once you pass that, becomes a restricted area.
It does now that the gates are shut. It does now that the gates are shut. When they're actually open, I can go right the way to the barrier.
There's no access
Okay.
to the public.
No, it's an authorised vehicle. I am not a vehicle. If you do not want pedestrians in there, it has to be correctly signed.
Right, have you got everything you need to film today? We'll leave you to it then.
No worries.
Okay, have a good day.
And you? No problem.
If you want to book an appointment for a full tour, please, let us know.
No, thank you very much for the offer. No worries. Take care. So, well, that was definitely an interesting one. Okay, I wasn't expecting that response and what actually happened there.
The story takes an interesting turn. PC King recognizes the auditor and handles the situation with complete professionalism. A few important lessons stand out. PCSOs can sometimes overstep their limited authority. Staying calm and professional helps de-escalate tense situations, and understanding your rights can prevent unlawful demands. The difference between PC King's approach and that of the PCSOs highlights areas where training could improve. Share your thoughts on PCSO behavior in the comments. For more content on accountability, make sure to subscribe. Tap the video on screen to keep following along. This content is for educational purposes only and isn't legal advice. Always check your local laws. Stay safe.